And welcome to This Is Now. The Trump administration today announced that the U.S. and China have reached a framework of a deal for the popular app TikTok, with President Trump saying he plans to speak with Chinese leader Xi Jinping later this week. Erica Brown has our top story.
Following talks with Chinese officials in Spain, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent made this announcement.
We have a framework for a TikTok deal. The two leaders, President Trump and Party Chair Xi, will speak on Friday to complete the deal.
It comes after President Trump posted on social media a deal was also reached on a certain company that young people in our country very much wanted to save. But the Trump administration is not offering any specifics.
We're not going to talk about the commercial terms of the deal. It's between two private parties.
In January, the Supreme Court upheld a law banning the Chinese-owned platform because of national security concerns. But President Trump has repeatedly delayed its enforcement while trying to negotiate an agreement.
We were very focused on TikTok and making sure that it was a deal that is fair for the Chinese and completely respects U.S. national security concerns.
The talks come as the Trump administration continues to react to the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Monday, Vice President J.D. Vance hosted Kirk's podcast from his office.
Every single person in this building, we owe something to Charlie.
Joining Vance, White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller accused left-wing organizations of inciting violence.
We are going to use every resource we have at the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, and throughout this government to identify, disrupt, dismantle, and destroy these networks.
President Trump says he will attend Kirk's funeral in Arizona Sunday. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
Back here at home and new at noon, the former secretary accused of arranging illegal political donations pleaded not guilty in court this morning. Terry Ann Ohtani is charged with arranging 4 straw donor contributions to then mayoral candidate Colleen Hanabusa in 2020. Hanabusa is not charged with any wrongdoing. The allegations came to light when Ohtani's sister and niece testified in a bribery case last year that they helped Ohtani funnel illegal donations to 11 campaigns over 10 years. But apparently only the Hanabusa campaign came within the 5-year statute of limitations. Ohtani posted $4,000 bail and is barred from contacting 2 witnesses. Trial is scheduled to begin in mid-November. In West Oahu, more than 100 people took part in a community rally this past weekend in Nanakuli after a recent shooting that left a 17-year-old boy brain dead. Family members identified the boy as Kamakea Aiea. They say he was caught in the crossfire during the early morning incident on September 6th at Zablan Beach after gunfire was exchanged between 2 vehicles. Iaia was found in the roadway. Family and community members say the shooting is a call for action against gun violence.
Love your children. Teach them. Guns is not a toy, you know? It's nothing you should be experiencing. It's danger.
I wish everybody could just come together and throw the guns away already. Enough is enough already.
2 19-year-olds have been charged with attempted murder. Aia's family said he was disconnected from life support Thursday after his organs were donated. A young woman and her mom have now been charged in a bullying case that went viral on social media. A grand jury indicted 18-year-old Jasmine Keola for kidnapping, assault, and theft. She was the one caught on camera allegedly attacking a special needs student in Wahiawa. Keola's mother, Anela Vieira, is now charged with extortion and 2 counts of attempted theft. Prosecutors say there were several incidents this past spring at a bus stop and on the city bus in Wahiawa. 6 juveniles are also charged. The family of the victim said in a statement, "Nothing can erase the pain, injuries, or trauma, but this is an important step toward accountability and justice." Police are looking for 2 men who burglarized a Waipio bicycle shop. They broke in through a side door at the bike factory on Moaniani Street at about 4 a.m. this past Friday. They got away with an E-Ride Pro and 2 Kaabo scooters, along with the cash drawer, totaling $10,000 to $15,000 in value. The manager is asking the public to look out for the items on the black market.
It's just unfortunate, it's part of the business, this isn't the first time and probably won't be the last time, but like I said, we trying to turn it into a positive, we want to have the store open today, you want to have all 3 locations open today and just hopefully, get some customers to come in and have a great day.
We're told the thieves took off in a white truck. Any information, you can call Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. 40 Honolulu police officers clocked enough overtime to double their base salaries in the last year, and some even managed to increase their salary by $100,000. That's according to an article from Honolulu Civil Beat. Data obtained shows 125 officers each logged more than 1,000 hours of overtime during that span. That's up nearly 500% from 3 years ago, when an audit first revealed rampant overtime use. Interim Chief Roddy Vanek is expected to address overtime concerns during the Honolulu Police Commission meeting on Wednesday. The department reported a 22% job vacancy rate over the summer. Now to the latest on the assassination of Charlie Kirk. The 22-year-old suspect is under a special watch in a Utah County jail as he awaits his first court appearance tomorrow. Andre Gutierrez reports.
As thousands mourned around the country for Charlie Kirk this weekend,
Charlie was a man of courage and conviction and truth.
Investigators are digging into the suspect's life. FBI Director Kash Patel spoke to Fox News this morning.
His family has collectively told investigators that he subscribed to left-wing ideology, and even more so in these last couple of years. And he had a text message exchange, he, the suspect, with another individual, in which he claimed that he had an opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and he was going to do it because of his hatred for what Charlie stood for.
Utah Governor Spencer Cox said the suspect, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, is not speaking to investigators, but they have heard from those around him, including his roommate.
The roommate was a romantic partner, a male transitioning to female. This partner has been incredibly cooperative, had no idea that this was happening, and is working with investigators right now.
Cox said investigators are trying to figure out if that person's identity is relevant to the case. Kirk was a conservative activist staunchly against gender-affirming care and transgender rights, once tweeting it was a mental delusion. The Utah County attorney is expected to file formal charges tomorrow before the suspect's first court appearance. Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, St. George, Utah.
And happy Monday, everybody. Let's take a live look outside from our tower cam. Absolutely gorgeous out there this afternoon. Right now, temperature is pretty warm, around 87 degrees at the airport. East-northeasterlies right around 11 miles per hour. A little bit of cloud cover in the sky, but you can still see the sun poking through. As we're going throughout the rest of this afternoon, we are going to be seeing a lot more sunshine, around 88 at 2 p.m. this afternoon. And you're going to be waking up tomorrow again with lows in the upper 70s. Our first alert radar and satellite, you're seeing a little bit of upper level cloud cover actually moving over Maui County right there, but overall it's been relatively dry. A few sprinkles over near Kahuku over the last hour or so, and we're expecting a better chance for rainfall as we go into Tuesday and into early Wednesday. I'll give you the full breakdown on that coming up.
Thank you, Drew. The city needs your help figuring out what would be the best day to implement a one-day closure at Ho'omaluhia Botanical Garden. The Windward Oahu Park has steadily increased in popularity through the years and is in the middle of record-breaking attendance with over 723,000 visitors from last July to June of this year. It's typically open 363 days a year, but now they'll be implementing a one-day closure for property maintenance.
Now, that kind of attendance definitely has its impacts on not just the natural environment, but on the amount of maintenance that we can do here. But luckily, what we did was we were able to see what are some of the days that there's less visitors, what are some of the days that we'd be able to get some of that work done.
Officials are looking at implementing a closure on either Tuesday or Thursday. To weigh in on the survey, we have a link on our website, and the poll will be up till October 8th. Coming up, West Maui residents and lawmakers searching for answers amid an ongoing water shortage, the very latest on an ongoing issue. And baseball superstar Shohei Ohtani moves to dismiss a legal battle over a Big Island real estate deal. That's straight ahead. Welcome back. Los Angeles Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani and his agent have moved to dismiss a lawsuit. It accuses them of causing a real estate investor and broker to be fired from a $240 million luxury housing development on the Big Island. The lawsuit filed last month accused Ohtani and agent Nez Balelo of, quote, abuse of power and unjust enrichment. Lawyers for Ohtani and Balelo have argued the plaintiffs misused Ohtani's name and image without authorization. West Maui residents and lawmakers are trying to find solutions after the county upgraded the water shortage in the area. Ben Gutierrez has the very latest.
This is my yard right now, if you can see that. I stopped watering my yard for a while now. I was in the water fight for so long, I understand how dire our water situation is.
While West Maui resident Kekai Keahi is doing his part to conserve water, he also feels the public should have more access to it. About 75% of the water in West Maui is controlled by private entities.
It's frustrating.
The upgraded water shortage for West Maui is upsetting for Keahi, but he's also not surprised by it. On Friday, the Maui County Department of Water Supply upped the shortage to a stage 2. That's because the anticipated demand for water in the area is expected to exceed supply by 16 to 30%.
It's pushing us over the cliff and over the edge.
In May, the Maui County Council adopted a resolution from Area Council Member Tamara Paulton calling for a moratorium on new swimming pools in West Maui because of the lack of water there. Keahi is grateful the proposal succeeded and wants more solutions like it.
Preserve and protect our resources for future generations, that they feel that a swimming pool is a necessity. It's a luxury, and it's something that we cannot afford. And being in the situation we're in every year in Lahaina.
Area State Representative Ellie Cochran pointed to recycled water as another option to offset the shortage.
There's not one size fits all. There's not a silver bullet solution here, but I think there's multiple ways of improving ourselves to highest and best use and to get the full potential of what water we do get.
The county is asking area residents and businesses to limit their water use because of the shortage. A list of those restrictions is on our website.
That was Ben Gutierrez reporting. Now, Hawaii is dealing with drought, wildfires, and hurricanes, and water plays a role in all of it. This weekend, Imagine a Day Without Water event at Windward Mall is designed to help families prepare and conserve. Casey Lund explains.
Yeah, aloha from Windward Mall. This is where it's all happening this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Imagine a Day Without Water. Kind of a catchy title event, but it's meant to get you thinking about how you'd survive, how you'd live your daily life without running tap water, clean drinking water. This is all a part of a really important conversation as we've been talking about the drought the entire state's experiencing, the water shortage on Maui. These are really important conversations to have and to think about. And we've got the person to talk to about all of it, Ernie Lau, the manager of the Board of Water Supply. Thank you for being with us today, Ernie. Obviously we've seen how precious our Vai is and how important it is to conserve in 2023 with the wildfires on Maui, with the Red Hill crisis, and that's what this event is about. Every little bit that you can conserve really does add up, correct?
That's very true, Casey. Water is life, and without it, we can't live on this island or in this state.
Yeah, and so it's like this event is fun, but it does get people kind of thinking about ways that they can do their part. And one of those rain barrel workshop. We've got all kinds of giveaways too. I wanted to show this cool little timer. This is a 5-minute shower timer.
Yep.
Yeah. When you wake up at 2 a.m., a 5-minute shower is long. I'm usually in and out of there 60 seconds. I'm doing my part.
Well, I can tell you can make a shorter shower even if you made the temperature a little colder.
Oh, okay. I'll think about that too. That wakes you up
and
as well.
Save electricity.
Yeah, and a cold shower is good to wake up, especially that early. Okay. And Ernie, I want to talk a little bit also about some of the information you brought with you too. Talk to me about this graph, what this represents.
Okay, this graph represents rainfall, and it's measured in the Honolulu area of the island. And Honolulu is where the majority of people on this island live. So the red line represents what we call normal rainfall. The usual amount of rainfall we expect each month, each of the months going forward. The vertical bars represents how much rain actually occurred. And you can see that for April, just the other month, for August the other month, that rainfall was only 18% of normal.
Yeah, important to kind of see that visually, Ernie. And then you've got another graph as well here. Tell me about this one.
This is actually water use across the island. So the green line represents how much water we use in million gallons per day last year. So you can see that it was a lot lower than this year, but the blue line represents how much water we're using this year. And you can see that the blue line is actually well above the green line throughout the year. The gray line or black line represents the 5-year monthly average. So normally over 5 years, this would be the water usage across the island. But water usage correlates directly with the amount of rainfall that happens. So right now we're in moderate to severe drought on the leeward part of the island and abnormally dry conditions across the island. Yeah. So water usage has climbed up.
So we need to do a little work here, right? And that's what this is all about. This
is about water conservation.
Yeah.
Every drop is a precious gift from Keokua. So we need to conserve and preserve this resource. Yeah, we invite you out to Windward Mall this Saturday. Imagine a day without water from 10 to 2 p.m.
Yeah, all kinds of different stakeholders, partners, organizations. We had Bottles for College on earlier and a Division of Elderly Affairs with us. So it's all kind of tied together. Water is really, water is life, like you said, Ernie.
Kavaiola, water for life.
Absolutely. Thank you for all that you do for our community and for being with us today here on Sunrise. We'll send things back into the studio for now.
Hey, thanks, Casey. Stick around. Your full First Alert forecast is coming up after the break. We'll break down the weather pattern and tell you how we're expecting a few more showers tomorrow and Wednesday.
First Alert weather with Drew Davis.
All right, well, happy Monday, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Here's another live look outside. A beautiful day out there. We got a lot of sunshine and typical trade winds, a little bit breezier this afternoon. But there's a couple other things that we want to talk about. So let's take a look at the overall weather pattern and what we have going on. We've got the quick look at the First Alert radar and satellite. A few showers out there right now, but overall it's mostly dry. If anything, these are passing windward showers out there. Zooming in closer towards Oahu, you can't see much moisture. Oh, this is over towards Maui. You can see a few sprinkles out there over near Hana. A little bit of upper level cloud cover also moving over Maui County. Hawaii Island, you're seeing some showers moving in just offshore towards the Hamakua coast. Other than that, it's been relatively quiet. And then over on Kauai, we've been relatively dry as well. A little bit of cloud cover over the Mauka regions of the island. As we're going forward into Tuesday and really early Wednesday morning, a very weak disturbance is going to be moving near the state, giving us a better chance for some showers out there. So as we're going into Monday, this is is tonight, relatively dry across the majority of the state. If anything, we might see a few showers over the windward portions of Maui and the windward portions of Hawaii Island. But as we're going into Tuesday, we're going to start seeing a little bit more green out there. This isn't a lot of rainfall that we're expecting, but still a better chance for those showers, which should help a little bit with the drought. You can see as we're going into early Wednesday morning, we're seeing windward showers across the entirety of the state, but overall this is still going to be hit or miss. It's just a slightly increased chance for rainfall out there. Our winds outside right now, like I mentioned, a little bit breezy. We're seeing winds over in Kaunakakai out of the east-northeast around 20 miles per hour, Kahului around 24, and out of the east-northeast in town right now in Honolulu around 12 miles per hour, 14 miles per hour out of the east over in Hilo. A quick look at our surf and shoreline forecast for this afternoon. North-facing shores are dropping. East-facing shores a little bit choppy out there because of those breezy trades, and south-facing shores around 2 to 4 feet. I do want to point out that we are seeing some box jellies out there on Oahu's south and west-facing shores. As we're going forward, you're going to see a small south swell building in as we're going into this weekend, so we'll be seeing elevated surf out there. Of course, our box jellyfish probability forecast, you can see Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, a high chance of running into them on Oahu south and some west-facing shores. So be careful out there and make sure you're aware of what's around you in the water. Thursday, a lower chance, and Friday, also, they're going to be moving away. Our 7-day forecast is a wonderful picture over of Waimanalo in the background. Tuesday and Wednesday, breezy, a better chance for some showers out there. A lot of sunshine on Thursday and Friday.
Thank you very much, Drew. An historic cultural gathering last night at Iolani Palace where a large crowd witnessed a rare performance of the Kumulipo, a sacred chant that traces the origins of the Hawaiian people. This was the first time in more than 2 decades that the Kumulipo was performed in its entirety, echoing across the palace grounds. Members of 5 different halau honored their ancestors by performing the 2,102-line oli. It outlines the birth of the universe to the genealogy of Hawaii's ali'i. Last night's moving event honored Queen Liliuokalani during her birth month, and it paid tribute to her historic translation of the Kumulipo from Hawaiian to English during her imprisonment inside Iolani Palace. September is also celebrated across the islands as Hawaiian History Month. The last time the Kumulipo was recited in full, 1999. Still to come, a lot of hardware handed out this weekend to television's biggest stars, a breakdown of the big winners of this year's Emmy Awards.
right, time for some good news now. Apple TV series The Studio broke the Emmy record for a comedy.
Dina Demetrius is in Los Angeles with a wrap of the 77th Emmy Awards.
This is insane. Thank you so much to the Academy.
HBO Max's medical series The Pit came out on top at this year's Emmys, winning for Outstanding Drama Series and Best Actor in a Drama Series for star Noah Wyle.
What a dream this has been. The Studio.
With 13 trophies, the Apple TV Hollywood satire The Studio set a record for the most wins by comedy in a season, including Outstanding Comedy Series and Outstanding Lead Actor for star and producer Seth Rogen.
I'm legitimately embarrassed by how happy this makes me.
Hack star Jean Smart won Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy for the 4th time, and Severance's Britt Lauer won Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama.
Getting to play this role in all of her layers has been a real kind of meeting of a soulmate.
Netflix's crime drama Adolescence scored the Emmy for limited or anthology series, and its 15-year-old star Owen Cooper became the youngest male Emmy winner ever.
You really don't know what to say, really, but yeah, it just means the world to me.
The audience rose to its feet when The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, which is in its final season, won Best Talk Series.
I want to thank CBS for giving us the privilege to be part of the late night tradition.
In addition to the awards, viewers were treated to a number of tributes to iconic TV shows.